be doing a 3S class today. I hope y'all are ready to get sweaty and work hard and have a good time. So let's go ahead and start. Arriving on our mats, go ahead and walk your hands out, coming into a child's pose, allowing your forehead to connect with the mat. And just allowing yourself to breathe and settle into the space that you're in. Releasing any worries or tension. Feeling the belly expand on the thighs. Exhaling deeply and sinking into the mat. Inhale, connecting with your breath, pressing into the palms, stacking wrists under shoulders, finding a tabletop position here. Inhale, drop the belly down, and exhale, rounding the spine as you pull the belly button upward into cat. Inhale, cow, and exhale, cat. Go ahead and move at your own pace here, gently warming up the spine, connecting with the breath. Maybe taking little circles to the right. And taking little circles to the left, bending into the elbows just slightly. And when you're ready, inhale, hook the toes, and exhale, allow the hips to pull you back into down dog. Go ahead and bicycle the feet, bending one knee and lengthening the spine as you exhale, and then the other. Taking whatever movements feel good in your down dog, maybe inhaling up on the tippy toes and exhaling, connecting the heels to the mat. When you're ready, inhale up and walk your toes up towards your hands to find the forward fold. Go ahead and grab opposite elbows, allowing your head to hang heavy here. Shake your head yes and no. And maybe even rock your whole torso side to side. Inhale, plant through the feet, rise up gently, one vertebrae at a time, allowing the head to come up last. Inhale, the shoulders up to the ears, and exhale, rolling them back and down. Let's prepare for some A series. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, plant the hands down, step it back, high plank. Lower down gently, squeezing the elbows in here. You're welcome to modify and drop the knees first. Inhale, up dog, and exhale, down dog. Next inhale brings you up to forward fold, floating or stepping your way there. Exhale, release the head, and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release, and inhale, swan dive up. Bring your hands through heart center as you exhale here. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands down, float back or step back gently. Lowering down, inhaling in the up dog, and exhaling in the down dog. Inhale, up on the tippy toes, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And inhale, plant through the feet, rise up nice and strong, sweeping the arms up. Exhaling, bring hands through heart center. Let's keep going for just a minute and 30 seconds here. You're welcome to flow at your own pace. Exhaling as you fold, inhaling as you lift. Making sure that if you're floating back, you're landing on bent elbows. tippy toes, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine, and exhale, release. Inhale as you swan dive upward. Just a little bit more, maybe 2 more rounds. Inhale, sweeping the arms. Exhale, diving down. Inhale, lifting the heart, lengthening the spine. Exhale, planting the hands and moving through vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, release. And then inhale, planting through those feet, rising up. Let's keep going. We're going to meet up all fours. Inhale, arms sweep up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back. And gently inhaling, rocking forward, finding tabletop, knees 1 inch off the ground, hovering here, pressing through the arms. Fingertips are spread, our knees are hovering off the ground. Breathing into the belly, engaging the arms so we're not dropping into the shoulders, lifting up and out through the chest. Keeping that connection, inhaling deep into the belly. Pulling the belly button in towards the spine as we engage the core to support ourselves. And exhale, down dog. Inhale, rocking your way forward, finding tabletop. And exhale, down dog. Moving with your own breath here. Inhaling into tabletop, hovering those knees. And exhale as you press your hips back from down dog. Moving as quickly or as slowly as you like. I'm speeding it up a little to generate some warmth in the body. But moving slow is perfectly okay. And go ahead and exhale, drop the knees. Allow your chest to come down to the ground. Child's pose, taking a few breaths here. Inhale, pressing through the arms, and exhale, hook the toes under, finding down dog. We're going to be moving into tabletop and down dog 1 more time. Inhale, tabletop, and exhale, down dog. With your own breath here for 30 seconds. Exhale. If you're feeling tired in the arms or in the wrists, you're welcome to lower back into child's pose. If you're feeling it, keep going. 6 more seconds. Exhale, finding your down dog, finding some stillness here before inhaling, the right leg lifts, and exhaling, bring the right knee in towards the right tricep. Nice job. And then exhale, reaching through the heel. And squeezing it up to the tricep. Inhale, finding that length. And exhale, hovering knee to tricep. Again, you're moving with your own breath, moving as quickly or slowly as you feel you need. Next round, right foot steps through in between the hands. Inhale, windmill the arms open, finding warrior 2. We have plenty of time to check in with our warrior here. Let's make sure the knee isn't floating past the ankle. The back foot is parallel to the back of our mat. We're finding that heel-toe alignment. And our right knee is pulling lightly open so we can see our big toe. Go ahead and inhale,
rotate the palms upward, allowing the shoulders to release. And exhale, gently turning them down. Breathing into the belly, finding stillness. Fifteen more seconds. What parts can you release and where can you engage your legs, your arms? Soften the face. And deep inhale before exhaling, windmilling the arms down, framing the foot, sending it back, and moving through your vinyasa. Next leg, let's keep it flowing. Inhale, left leg lifts, reach with it. And exhale, contracting it up to the left tricep. Inhale, left leg reaches. And exhale, squeezes up to the left tricep. Next, inhale, reach. And then the exhale brings the left foot in between the hands. Inhale, rising up through warrior two. Same hold, the other side. Let's check in with our warrior again. Finding that heel-toe alignment. Making sure the knee isn't drifting past the ankle. Strong in the torso, pelvis is slightly tucked. Gaze is over the left fingertips. Find your breath, your power in this pose. Gently rotate the palms upward if your arms are tired. And exhale, rotate them down. Fifteen more seconds. Deep inhale. And exhale, windmill the arms down, frame the foot, move through the vinyasa. Inhale, walk the feet up to the top of the mat. And gently rise up, coming to a standing position. Preparing for chair here. Inhale, sending the booty back. Stay with me here, drop the booty, tuck the pelvis. Holding chair for just 20 seconds now. Shifting your weight towards the back of your heels. Taking a peek down at your toes to release the upper spine. If your hands are tired, you're welcome to bring them to heart center here. And then exhale, rise up. And inhale, sit back into chair. Exhale as we rise up. And inhale, sitting back into our chair. We're just moving from chair to Tadasana with our breath. Finding control, squeezing the thighs together, squeezing the glutes. Inhale, sitting back into our chair, finding that hold for 30 more seconds. Not compromising the breath here, allowing the breath to travel all the way into the belly. And you're always welcome to bring the hands to heart center. Preparing for forward fold. We're going to be moving from chair to forward fold. Inhale, chair. And exhale, release. Send the hips upward, forward fold. Inhale, sitting back into our chair. Maybe utilize the arms here. And exhale, forward fold. Send them down to the ground. Inhale, lifting up for chair, and exhale, forward fold. Moving with your own breath, 10 more seconds. And inhale, sitting back into our chair, no break here. Let's get these thighs burning. Shifting our weight just a little bit further back, tucking that pelvis, engaging the core. Finding that straight line from the crown of the head through the tailbone. And inhale and exhale, rising up through Tadasana, preparing for B series. We have 4 minutes of this. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands, hop it back. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, planting it between the hands. And inhale, planting through the feet, rising up through warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, send it back. Move through your vinyasa here. And right, lifting the left foot this time. Inhale, left foot lifts. Exhale, squeezing it up, planting between the hands, and inhale as we rise up through warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Keep it moving. You're welcome to take 3 breaths in down dog. Or keep flowing with it if you know the B series. If you don't, just stay with me here. Inhale up on the tippy toes. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. And let's not forget our last chair. Inhale, sending the booty back. And exhale, rising up. Let's do a few more. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, float it back. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, down dog. Let's start with the left leg this time. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, squeeze it up, plant it between the hands. And inhale as we rise up through warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot, send it back. Preparing for the right leg. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, squeezing up between the hands. And inhale, rising up. Exhale, framing the foot, moving through our vinyasa. Lingering in down dog if you need a little bit of a rest. Or you're always welcome to take a child's pose here for a few breaths. Inhale, up on the tippy toes, and exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, release. And inhale, send back into our chair. Exhale through Tadasana. We have 1 more minute. Let's do 1 more round. Inhale, chair. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the hands. Hop it back. Inhale, right leg lifts, find that length, and exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, rise up through warrior one, nice and strong, square the hips. Exhale, frame the foot, send it back, move through your vinyasa. Inhale, left leg lifts this time. Exhale, send it through, planting between the hands, and inhale, rise up, warrior one. Exhale, frame the foot. Send it back. Meeting in down dog, let's all take a breath here. Inhale, go ahead and take a rest, dropping onto your knees, taking whatever stretch you like. Keeping an eye on the camera, I'll walk you through the next part. So we're going to be moving from forearm plank. And then we're going to be pressing back, walking our toes forward, sending our chest through into dolphin. And then we're pressing through the hands, finding down dog. And then we're going to be walking our hands to our feet. And then walking our hands back out, finding plank, and back again. 30 seconds of each one. If you can't keep track of what I just said, don't worry, I'll guide you through it. So just taking 20 more seconds for rest. Maybe interlacing the hands behind your back, inhaling, opening across the chest. And gently lowering down onto all fours, coming onto the forearms, stacking elbows under shoulders. Inhale, rising into forearm plank here. Heels are reaching back, crown of the head is reaching forward. We're pressing into the entire forearm to lift up and out of the shoulders. 10 more seconds. Breathing into the belly, preparing for dolphin. And walking our toes a bit closer, pressing our chest through the arms, finding dolphin pose. Pressing the chest through the arms as our heels are reaching towards the mat. It's okay if you're up on the tippy toes. The hips are reaching up and back. This is great preparation for forearm stand. And inhale, press up onto the arms. And let your hips go back further, finding down dog. Spread the fingertips here, engage so we don't put too much pressure on the wrists. And breathe into the belly. And now gently walk your hands back to your feet. And then walk your hands back out to plank. Finding control in this movement. Walking your hands as far back as you can and as far forward as you like, just as long as you keep moving here. 10 more seconds. You're doing great. We only have 24 minutes of the workout left. And gently rising up, coming to a standing position. Let's go ahead and get to the top of our mat here. We're going to be moving into Warrior 3 toe taps. So we're going to ground down through the left leg and lift up the right leg. Finding a small tap with the toe as we come down. And exhaling, lowering down to Warrior 3. We're trying to keep the head in line with the heel, dropping the right hip. So let's go ahead and start all together. Shaking it out, grounding down. Inhale, left foot is planted, right leg drifts back. And gently tapping that right toe down and lowering. Using your breath here, finding control. Small micro bend in the left knee. And exhale, Warrior 3. Let's linger in Warrior 3 and bend the left leg and straighten here. So we're just bending into the left leg and straightening out. However little of a bend you can do is fine. Keeping your head and heel in line. And mentally preparing to step that right leg back into Warrior 2. Inhale, send the arms open, step the right leg back, finding Warrior 2. We have plenty of time to adjust this pose. We're holding it for 1 minute. Finding that stillness again. Maybe connecting with our breath if we've lost it. Keeping an eye on that knee, making sure you're staying safe and you're keeping your joints safe by keeping it over your ankle, not past the ankle. Ten more seconds. Allowing the right hip to pull you open and the left knee to pull open as well. Inhale, and then exhale. Windmill your arms down, frame the foot. Take a vinyasa or meet me in down dog. Preparing for the sequence one more time. Let's inhale, sending our weight forward and drop down to the forearms, coming to that forearm plank. The elbows are stacked under the shoulders, the fingertips are spread if you like, or in prayer. We're pressing through the entire forearm to lift up and out of the shoulders. Our heels are reaching back. Belly button pulls in towards the spine. Allowing some relaxation in the face. And exhale, walking your toes a bit closer, pressing through the forearms, allowing your chest to come through the arms into dolphin pose. Heels are reaching down towards the mat. Hips are lifting up and back. Allow your gaze to come to the top of your thighs so you can release your neck. And pressing through the arms, coming into a down dog position here. Exhale. Finding some rest, spreading the fingertips, pressing through the arms. Letting the head hang heavy. And walking our hands back to our feet and walking them out again. Engaging the core as you do this. And walking your feet up to your hands, coming to a standing position at the top of your mat. Preparing for the same thing on the other side. We're going to be lifting our right leg up in Warrior 3 this time. So grounding down through both feet. We'll be doing the toe taps, and then we'll transition for 30 seconds of bending the standing leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. And taps down. Make sure you're keeping the hips level. And if you're only coming down a tiny bit, that's okay. Just as long as you're keeping that straight line from the crown of the head through the heel. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. And let's transition, finding that Warrior 3, bending into that planted leg, the right leg. Taking small bends or deep ones, whatever feels good for you. Whatever gets your thighs pumping, your glutes working. Ten more seconds. And then mentally preparing to step that left foot back. Inhale, opening up to Warrior 2. We've got a 1-minute hold. Plenty of time to check in with your warrior here. I encourage you to find stillness and catch your breath here. Maybe turning the palms upward to release the shoulders away from the ears, and then gently turning them back down. From here, taking a deep inhale, pivoting the right foot in towards the left, finding a wide leg forward fold here, allowing yourself to come down. The hips pull you back. The heart stays open until your hands come to the ground or a block or a book, whatever you're using. And then finally allowing the head to hang heavy, countering all those down dogs we did. We're going to be preparing for some goddesses, so while you're in forward fold, I'll go ahead and explain. We'll be rising up in just a second, finding our goddess pose, and we'll just gently be opening through the elbows and the knees, making sure we're not arching our spine. We are focused on just aiming the tailbone down towards the ground and squeezing our thighs and elbows back. So let's go ahead and rise up, flat back from that forward fold. Wiggle the heels in slightly and exhale, finding goddess pose. Our knees are going over our toes here, and we're just squeezing the knees back, the elbows back as well, finding little pulses. If you can, bring your thighs parallel to the ground. If it's too much to pulse with the top and bottom, you can go ahead and just focus on pulsing the knees, keeping the arms still. And if your knees get tired, you can go ahead and focus on the elbows. And 3, 2, 1, taking a rest, rising up, straightening the knees. Preparing for a crescent with the right leg, so let's go ahead and pivot to the right side, finding our crescent. Inhaling our arms upward, sinking down, pressing the hips down and forward. You're up on the tippy toes on the left leg. We're holding crescent. You're welcome to take your hands onto your hips so that you can help square them. Find your alignment here. The chest is lifting up and back. We're not sinking into the right thigh. Both legs are engaged. We're going to inhale our arms up if they're not up already, and then we're going to exhale, lower our torso down, finding it parallel to the ground, and inhaling, raising it back up. So we're just moving the torso up and down with our breath. Staying strong through the feet, squeezing the thighs together. 10 more seconds. Strengthening our low spine here. And we're preparing for goddess again. So inhale, rise up through crescent. Go ahead and pivot open to the left side again. Heel toe the feet a bit closer. And let's exhale, allow the tailbone to draw down to the earth. I'll face you. And we're going to be pulsing up and down this time. Lifting up slightly and exhale as our tailbone draws lower to the ground. Moving slow here is fine. We're finding a little bit of a bounce is okay as well. Keep it moving, 10 more seconds. And preparing to pivot onto the left foot to do the same crescent sequence towards the left side. I'm going to turn towards you. So the left foot is forward. We're inhaling, finding our crescent, maybe taking the hands to the hips to square the hips to the front of our mats or to the back of our mats. And finding stillness, pressing our hips down and forward, lifting up out of our torso. And inhale, raising the arms up. Exhale, lowering the torso down. And inhale, raising it back up, staying strong through the feet. And we only have 11 minutes of the workout left. Y'all are doing amazing. Just keep pumping it 10 more seconds, lifting the torso up and back. And inhale, pivoting open to goddess. I'll go ahead and face you. Finding our goddess pose one more time. And this time we're moving side to side, just gently shifting our weight. If this does not feel good for you, you're welcome to just find goddess or take that wide leg forward fold again. But we're here shifting side to side for 30 seconds. Cactus arms or bring hands to prayer. Reaching down with the tailbone as you move side to side, tucking the pelvis in lightly so you're not arching the spine. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And go ahead and straighten your legs, arriving at the top of your mat. I'll explain the next series. So we're going to be inhale, sending our leg back for crescent. Doesn't matter which leg first. Let's do the right. So you just listen first, and then we'll do it together. And then exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, warrior 2. Exhale, sink in. And go ahead and move through your vinyasa, repeating it on the other side. So we're finding that crescent. We're exhaling into warrior 3. And we're inhaling into warrior 2 and moving through our vinyasa. Let's continue that for 3 minutes. So inhale, right leg, send it back, crescent. Exhale, warrior 3, shift your weight forward. Inhale, open up the arms, finding warrior 2. Exhale, sink in. And go ahead and move through your vinyasa here. Left leg comes, right leg comes forward then. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, step it back with control, finding warrior 2. Sink it in. And then windmill the arms, frame the foot. Moving through vinyasa. And then keep it going, stepping the next leg forward, just alternating sides. Moving through our vinyasa before repeating it on the other side. I'll guide you if you've lost it. So let's go ahead and step the leg forward. Inhale, rise up through crescent. Exhale, shift the weight forward, finding warrior 3. And then move your leg back, opening the arms up, finding warrior 2, sinking in, and windmilling the arms down. We're halfway there. Got a few more to go. Stepping the leg forward, finding crescent. And exhale, shifting your weight forward, finding warrior 3, and then opening up the arms, sending the back leg further back into warrior 2. Windmilling the arms down, framing the foot, moving through your vinyasa. 50 more seconds. I think we have time for one more. Inhale, crescent. Exhale, warrior 2. Nice and strong, shifting that weight forward. And inhale, send it back, warrior 2. How softly can you land? Sink it in, and windmill the arms down, frame the foot. And do it on the other side. Inhale, crescent, all together here. And exhale, warrior 3. Inhale, open up to warrior 2. Nice and strong here. And then move through your vinyasa. You gotta rest in just a second here. Let's go ahead and lower our booties down to the ground. Kick our legs out. Take a nice butterfly stretch here, grabbing the ankles. Taking a tiny rest. Pressing open the inside of our knees here. And preparing for some ab work. Let's go ahead and kick our legs out, finding our way onto our backs. Preparing for bicycles, we're going to start slow and then go fast. I'll let you know when to switch. Let's go ahead and begin slow here, really articulating each movement, finding the extended leg parallel to the ground, squeezing the knee into the opposite elbow, keeping your gaze upward so you're not straining the neck. And then go ahead and switch it up, taking it a little bit faster, running it out. 4, 3, 2, 1, and releasing your spine all the way to the ground, planting your feet right under your sits bones, preparing for bridge glutes. So let's inhale, squeezing them up to the center, and then exhale, tapping the booty down, and squeezing them up, really squeezing the glutes together as you rise up, pressing into the hands, that feels good, and lowering down. Nice and slow here, squeezing up and tapping it down. 10 more seconds. How much can you squeeze at the top? And lowering down, allowing the spine to connect with the mat. Let's go ahead and prepare for bicycles, slow then fast. So once again, gently and slowly contracting the opposite knee to the elbow, extending the leg parallel to the ground. We're moving nice and slow. We only have 4 minutes left. And then let's go ahead and speed it up. Keeping your gaze up at the ceiling or the sky if you're outside. And go ahead and release your neck to the ground. Plant those feet under the sits bones. And we're going to inhale, pressing up through our bridge glutes, squeezing the right butt cheek, and then center, and then left, and lowering down. And then lifting up, squeezing the left, center, right, down. Staying with me, right, center, left, down, left, center, right, down. Moving at your own pace now. Tapping down and squeezing up again. And go ahead and release. Preparing for bicycles, slow and fast. Moving with control here. Nice and slow, slower than I'm doing. And then speeding it up. Just a few more rounds here before we're done. And releasing your feet down below your sits bones. We're gonna get our heels on, coming up onto tippy toes, and we're gonna be pressing up through center and tapping down. So we've got our heels on, we're squeezing our glutes at the top, and we're lowering down. Maybe we're pressing into the arms as well. Pressing up, then lowering down. And go ahead and release. Transitioning onto our belly, let's roll it forward. Coming onto our forearms, we're gonna go straight into plank, so stay with me. Shooting those heels back, crown of the head pulls forward, pressing into the forearms. I know you're tired, but there's only 1.5 minutes left. We're rocking forward and back. Maybe finding a smile across our face, a feeling of accomplishment. For moving our bodies, taking care of ourselves, shifting our weight forward and back, just ever so lightly. Five, four, three, two, one. Dropping onto the belly, taking a quick rest before another round of forearm plank. And don't get too comfortable here. Let's go ahead and press into our forearms, rise up and out, lifting the belly button in toward the spine, and we're rocking it forward and back. And this is it. This is the last thing. It's the last hard thing that you're doing. Using those toes, the heels reach back as you rock back, and the chest reaches forward as you rock it forward. Pressing through the forearms, lifting up and out of the shoulders. Five, four, three, two, one. Go ahead and flop onto your belly. You earned it. You did awesome. Take your feet nice and wide. Let your head come down onto your mat. Hopefully you can still see me. Allow your head to come onto your arms. Take your legs nice and wide here. Just taking a few minutes to catch your breath. Let's go ahead all together, take your arms out to a T here, and let's roll over to the right side, bending the left knee, planting it behind the right knee, taking your arm, pressing it in front of your chest, allowing your head to come onto the ground, just finding a stretch across the collarbone and right shoulder. Palm is facing down on the right hand. Slowing down the breath. Finding surrender and release here. And then inhaling through center. Taking your other arm, your left arm down on the ground and flopping over to the left side, bending that right knee, planting it. And using your right arm for support in front of your chest as your head comes down to the mat. Inhaling, coming onto the bellies again. Let's go ahead and press back into a child's pose, taking our legs nice and wide. Noticing any difference in when we began the practice. Taking note of what's sore, what you need to stretch. Maybe you stretch some more in your own time. But for now, let's walk our hands out a little bit further. Allow our hips to come in line with our knees. Our chest to come down towards the mat. Wherever you are is okay. This is puppy pose. So we're just opening up into the chest and the shoulders. Inhale, walking the hands back under your chest. Go ahead and sit on your calves, interlacing the hands behind your back. Inhale, opening up through the heart. And exhale, taking a forward fold, allowing your forehead to come down to your knees. The arms stretch up and behind you. Inhale, rise up, plant your hands onto the mat. Go ahead and kick your legs out. Inhale, take the right leg, cross it over the left, hug that knee in, nice and tight, lengthen through the spine. And then exhale, taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Nice twist here. Welcome to hook with the left elbow to deepen your twist. So inhale, lengthen, and exhale, twist. small counter twist, planting the hands to the left side. And straightening both legs, taking the left leg over the right, tugging it in, allowing both sit bones to connect to the ground. Inhale, lengthen and lift. And exhale, find that twist. Maybe using the elbow to twist them deeper. Inhale, lengthen, and exhale, sink deeper, twisting from the torso, not the neck. Inhale, coming back through center, taking a small counter twist, placing your hands to the right side. And kicking both legs out. Let's go ahead and inhale, find some length. Move the flesh from under. And go ahead and forward fold here. Keeping the toes flexed, maybe grabbing your calves to pull yourself closer, or your feet if you can reach. Pulling your chest forward and exhaling, folding at the hips. Allowing the head to hang heavy. Forehead is reaching towards the knees. Inhale, rise up, and go ahead and take your legs nice and wide, taking a wide leg forward fold here. Wherever you are is okay. If this is a stretch for you, just simply sitting up with your legs spread wide, that's fine. If you want to try walking your hands forward just a bit, maybe coming onto your forearms, allowing your head to droop down. Let's go ahead and bring the feet together. Taking a reclined pigeon pose, we're going to take our right leg, cross it over the left, flexing the toes, the foot, and we're going to recline onto our backs. We're going to either press onto the inside of the right knee to deepen the stretch, or we're going to loop our hands through the figure four we've created, grabbing our shin or our thigh, allowing our shoulders to reach towards the mat. Head is heavy on the mat. You should feel a stretch in your hip. Go ahead and switch legs, taking the left over the right, making sure to flex that toe on the left foot, and either reaching through or pressing onto the inside of the left foot. Allowing the shoulders to reach towards the mat, the head to be heavy. Then hugging both knees in, nice and tight, massaging the belly with the thighs, grabbing outside of the feet, finding a happy baby. Letting yourself rock side to side in happy baby, taking any twists or any other final poses. Maybe taking the arms out wide to a T, allowing the knees to fall to one side as your gaze goes to the other. rocking your knees through center, allowing them to fall to the other side, taking your gaze in the opposite direction. Inhale, bring the knees to center and allow the legs to drop open, splaying them out, arms, palms face up, our final pose, our resting pose. Go ahead and let your body fully relax. Allowing your arms to hang heavy by your side. Your toes to splay open. Feeling the belly move as the breath travels down. Observing any sensations in the body and allowing the practice to set in. Finding complete stillness and relaxation here. Beginning to gently deepen the breath, becoming aware of sounds in the room, rubbing the fingertips, wiggling the toes, introducing gentle movement into the body as you welcome yourself back. Inhale, maybe reach your arms over your head, stretching out your toes. And go ahead and exhale, falling over to the right side, supporting your head with your arm, finding a fetal position for just a few breaths. And when you've arrived here, I always like to take a moment to find something in my life that I'm grateful for, however big or small. Sending my love and gratitude to that. And when you're ready, using your hands to support you and arrive gently in a seated position on your mat. Bringing hands to heart center. Thank you so much for showing up for yourself, for practicing hard and feeling good. I hope you walk away feeling empowered and awesome. Namaste.